absolutely get involved in comics, because without comics, you won't understand most of the source material that Disney is providing. So here's some recommends that I definitely should recommend you to start. Just pick up a comic. That's simple. Or you can also go online to mycomicshop.com, which has all the comic book information that you want. And if you want to study more into the author or the director, the art style of comic books, look up your favorite artist, and from there, start with what they've drawn and read. If you want the Marvel method, the Marvel method is this. It's the art, then the panels, then the speech bubbles. Start with the character's history. Start with the character that you want to read about, and go from the year that they were published. From there on, you can continue on to know more about the character. It differs between the person, but I usually go by year of their first debut, printing, and publishing. I have about 300 plus comic books, and I always encourage people to look up comics to understand and know what it is to make comic books. Because without the Roaring '20s, we wouldn't even have comic books. Most of the people banned comic books and started comic book burnings, and that was really detrimental during the Great Depression. But the Great Depression actually saved comic books too, because that's what brought into the Civil War, World War II. Comic books were distributed during the wars. People within wars would actually read the comics, and that would actually give them inspiration to move on within the troubling times that they were going on. Comic books are definitely very important, and they need to be bought so then people can have more source material and more Marvel movies. You can even find dictionaries of comic book characters from Marvel, DC, Dark Horse, Dynamite Comics, anything. Find dictionaries and encyclopedias on your favorite characters. If you want to go further than that, you can even do some subscription boxes, like Comic Bento. Well, Comic Bento has been unpublished and hasn't been doing things much, but you can definitely find a lot more within monthly comic book bento boxes, like Comic Bento. Monthly comic book subscription boxes to send to your mail, well, there's a lot that you can do, especially within cosplay. I'm currently working on a Mr. Knight cosplay. Find a local comic book store near you, so then they can probably send you some comics, and from there, just read a comic. It's that easy, that fun.